Good morning, it's BreiEndia, my 90-day self-journeys retreat in 808 Tavern. Today is the day of capability. I definitely have plenty of things I want to speak on self-capability. Today is July 18th. It is day 25, July 18th, 2020. Day 25 on my self-journeys retreat. And the first 30 days have been a run for my money. I definitely enjoy every moment that I've had to be able to just kind of like recover, recuperate, look at things in my past and look at where I'm going. And every day is a new day of just embracing the journey. And today is actually a day of self-capability because I was able to really wake up and see how much I'm gifted with, just what I'm able to do, my natural abilities, supernatural abilities, my opportunities that I can manifest for myself, and the great things that I can bring to myself just from looking at the great things that I want to see for other people. Being that way can come off a certain way to negative people, because negative people are not capable of being happy for others. They're typically not capable of desiring to see others succeed. They're not typically capable of, especially of being happy for themselves. And I simply say that because people can say they're happy and can post a pretty picture and act like they're happy. But all in all, that's even a capability to smile, and really you're conniving or you're manipulating or you're sad or you're in a very miserable predicament, or you're using your time unwisely, and your energy is not really on the levels of doing good for others, even if you feel like you have to deal with others. And it's just a matter of just knowing that you can go hard for just about anything and not have to do it at the expense of anyone else. To have a capability is far beyond going and mimicking what others do. Yes, you can use those as references. I get it. But natural abilities are things that can't be mimicked. They can't actually be tamed. And you can do research on someone's journey all you want. When an individual decides to actually invest in their own abilities and capabilities, it's like a storm that can't be really reckoned with. You'll be doing all of those things to yourself. So it should be a very effortless thing to be happy for other people. But I understand that even putting myself in the predicament of those dark phases I've had before, where it's like you can feel like, oh, this person's getting this, why am I not getting it? Oh, this happened in this area, why when I was here it didn't happen for me that way? And you have to understand your individuality, for one, and your own capabilities. Sometimes we are put on this earth to realize that we are not meant to do certain things. And it's just simply sometimes trial and error. You find out, but other times you'll just know because you're not interested, or because you actually don't gravitate as much to those things as you thought you would or that you should, and then you end up just realizing it was just a waste of time and energy when you use your abilities towards things that really don't need any of your energy because they're not worthy of your energy. And so using this time of self-capability and recognizing what I'm capable of is necessary, especially on this lovely day. It is a Saturday, and it is a day that I've been able to kind of really look and see that every day I'm capable of conjuring up something new. I don't have to do anything like I did yesterday. It's so crazy because I can enjoy yesterday and be happy about yesterday. But ultimately, I also decide today what I want to use my abilities for. So I definitely see capability as another thing that goes hand in hand with responsibility, accountability, credibility, reliability, and faith. Because what you're capable of is what God will allow. And when you can use your capabilities for wrong things. We all are gifted with those things. So if you have used your capabilities for wrongdoing, understand that 9 times out of 10, because of the way that God works, he kind of will know, apparently, like it says, what you were already planning, right? And I view God, like I said, as the souls of a nation connected. So if you are a person who is feeling as though you're capable of harming someone else and you have no real reasons behind this, your intentions are actually out of ignorance, it may work if that person is not in their own faith or in the depth and their own capability. If anything, you may push a person to awaken themselves to the understanding of their own abilities. But even then, they probably were already using their own abilities, because most of the people in the world who are living everything that we're doing, if we're functioning, we're capable of doing it. So once you recognize that you're capable of doing certain things and you maximize the effort and you maximize the results, then you can kind of sit back and say, I am capable of this because I did that before. And, like for me, my experiences show me what I'm capable of doing. But at the same time, I am preparing myself for being able to do even more than what I've already done. I'm not really interested in the whole using my capabilities to hurt and harm people. And I hope that a lot of people who are very embedded in their natural abilities are using them for right things, because if not, that energy is now going to be able to be given to those who are going to use their capabilities to do the right things, to do the things that elevate a nation of people, not just themselves. People get in predicaments where they want to, rule the world, and then it's like the world is mine, like this evil Dexter thing. And then they end up not realizing, like, okay, you have to treat people a little bit or a lot more better than what you're doing. There are things that I'm capable of doing that I'm just like, oh, that's what that does. Okay. And it's like, I don't want to do it, And it's certain things that I'm just looking at in the world that just remind me of the benefit of being who I am and having what I have and having the abilities that I have. And although I have these, I don't have to use them all for anything until I'm ready to. And I'm realizing that there are people who just haven't had the chance to just embrace having abilities because they barely embraced themselves. They barely had self-love, self-respect, or integrity in general. So when it comes to using their capabilities for right things, they may have not even been guided to do that simply because they haven't done those things for themselves. And it's a big deal to have self-capability, have a time where you reflect on self-capability, because it's like what you are choosing to have in your life, or what you are focusing your attention on, is what you ultimately may manifest. And to manifest something can be to manifest something good or bad. Manifestations aren't always as caked up as they may seem. So you may, for instance, pray for a particular person to be in your life and to love and cherish, have and to hold, and all that. And if you did it because you've seen someone else do it, or if you did it because you selfishly wanted it and not because you and this person are actually in love and you see yourself truly spending your life with this person, then it's kind of like, what did you do it for? You know, was it actually out of the intention of loving this person and spending your life with them? Or did you just want to use them as a toy? Or, you know, they look nice and they have stuff going for themselves. So, okay, yeah, they're a good catch. But you didn't bring shit to the table? What makes you think that that's going to last, for one? And for two, if there's anything lagging or lacking, it 9 times out of 10 is because of the lack in you recognizing your own capabilities. So when it comes to, I'll probably soon be doing something about intentions, because this week entirely has definitely set me up to see so much about having belief in yourself, having a belief system, having faith, and understanding your abilities and understanding who you are and what you can bring to the table and what you can do, and understanding that it's like no other, understanding who you are. And that's what I'm definitely moving forward with, just kind of like getting back into my groove, you know. I must say, honey, I am a groove. It generally gives me a little oomph to look at myself this day in a self-capable manner and recognizing what I can do. The arena of care, it goes in and out. Happy inwards, happy out. So I am definitely looking at what I'm capable of doing. The number one thing that I can mention is that I'm highly capable of presenting happiness to myself first and foremost. And that is a big deal. And I really hope that you all have the option today to be able to look at what you're capable of, your strengths, your weaknesses, everything you've done this past week. Just looking at the good and the bad and understanding that the journey is necessary because it teaches you how to continually have faith in yourself and have faith in the things that will be able to outcome from what you are putting your time and effort into. This is BreiEndia and my 90-day Self-Journeys retreat in 808 Tavern. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and be blessed.